was trying to think, does that mean thanks for asking? Talk to you later. No, it's not talk to you later. I can't keep up with you cool kids. What's THY stand for? What does it stand for? But either way, Barbette, what lovely colour would you like to go on the board as well? Let me know, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. How many months now? Goodness me. Far too many. 15 months. Goodness me. Goodness me. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for the hype, Sudira. I appreciate it. Right, so I'm just going to bag up the rest of this beef. And we can use this for another day, because I feel like if we use all the beef, that's going to be far too much. So let's not have any waste, shall we? So, put this in the bin. Beautiful. So, let's give my hands a little bit of a wash. And put that in the freezer, and that'll be good to go. Maybe we can make something with that at a later date. Next week. Oh, not next week, because I'm off next week. But maybe the week after. Definitely for sure. And I'm going to have to think about doing... because obviously I'm not doing Cook Along Friday or week this Friday. Might have to think of some ideas. Maybe come back to... maybe a nice curry or something. Have we done curry yet? I don't feel like we have. But maybe a nice curry would be a good suggestion to come back to. Or we can do something else. Thai chef is also going good. What? So what does THY stand for? What does it mean? Or does it mean like short for thank you, or... Goodness me. Ooh. Everything's falling off today. Right, let's push that back. So. Whew, that was close. Nearly had a kitchen roll stand land on my head then. Far too much on that fridge at the moment, but it's because of the bread rolls. But that's okay. Or does nobody know the... was going to explain to me what the THY stands for? Or am I going to have to guess all day? Probably guess all day. Right, let's get some eggs. So, we want ourselves about roughly 2 to 3 eggs. Probably 3 eggs, but we'll see. My fridge is very full today due to the barbecue, so... But by tomorrow it'll be pretty empty. So, we're roughly talking about probably 3 eggs with this amount of mix. So we're looking about nearly about 3 pounds of meat. So, I would say about an egg per pound. Seems legit. Alright. Also, if the mix is a little bit too wet, you can also add breadcrumbs, but I preferably don't want to. Definitely for sure. It definitely means you're in Old English. I think Barbette meant thank you. H is like pretty close to the Y. Oh, okay. Or maybe it was just TY then. Or maybe we're talking ye Old English then. But I'm guessing thank you. Okay, that's no problem. Right, so let's crack open some eggs. How's Warbot finding cheeky Britain? How's he finding the UK? Is he enjoying himself? Has he had any delightful dishes yet that he's enjoyed? Let me know. And also, he can't re at me today because he's over there. So that means I can shout him out as much as I want today, and he can't say a single word. So if you're not following Warbot, please go give him a follow. Lovely chap. Does some amazing gaming. Playing Escape from Tarkov at the moment, and he's very good at it. I will say that for certain. Very entertaining to watch. Right, bit of salt. Bit of black pepper. We also want some Worcestershire sauce. I've also got my old salt, which I want to use. So we've got that there as well. What else we got? Worcestershire sauce, right? So, Worcestershire. And we also want... what else did I say? Oh, mustard. That's in the fridge. That's fine. So I don't want to go too crazy with this. Did I break that? It looks a little bent. Oh, well, there we go. There we go. God, everything's falling out of the fridge and off the fridge today. Got far too much stuff. But lots to do. Lots to do. Right, so we want a little bit of mustard. And I'm talking a little bit, but because we got quite a bit, I would say at least 3 tablespoons of mustard. Chef, we had a good pizza on Saturday night. Saw John Wick 3 yesterday. Went out for coffee today. Oh, that sounds great. Oh yeah, I forget it's evening time for you guys now, right? It's always very confusing. How's he adjusting with the jet lag, or didn't he have any? Right, so we want about 3 to 4 tablespoons of Worcestershire, and then we want a bit of pepper in here as well. Don't go too crazy with the pepper. Might look a lot, but considering it's £3, it's actually not a great deal. Right. That's the last of that. So we got another packet there, so that's fine. He's quite tired after the flight, but no jet lag. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like it is very tiring from that journey between across the pond, and it can be quite long-winded sometimes, depending on like where he landed and if he had to travel down to Brighton or whatnot. So it shouldn't have been too bad for him. But I'm glad he's got no jet lag. I remember when I first came over here, I didn't really have a great deal of jet lag either myself, but right, that's plenty of salt. A good few pinches of salt. Now it's time to get our hands in there, give them a really good mix. Beautiful. So we just need to give this a really good mix. Bind this all together. Now you might think, oh, this is going to be like really wet. It's not. It really isn't. It's going to help bind together. The more you kind of knead it, the more it kind of blends in. People think, oh, you need breadcrumbs now. No, not at all. I'm going to show you guys that you actually don't need breadcrumbs, and it'll actually bind together very, very nicely. So you'll be absolutely fine with that. Chef, I heard you got a. We didn't finish that sentence there. How you doing, Chef? I'm doing good, Chris. How are you doing? I don't know if we got any mods here today. I was going to say, if we had any mods, could we get a shout out for Chris? But I'll give you one in a sec, buddy. How's your Monday going? A stone sharpener, yes. Thanks to Bratgirl, which she bought me, which was very, very nice of her. So I will get round to using that at some point. But our knives are pretty damn pristine sharp, but I will get round to using it at some point. Hey, Cute Sam, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Hi, Chef. Good morning. So, what's on the menu for the barbecue? So, we've got burgers, as you can see. I'm also making homemade buns and rolls, which I need to knock back very shortly. We've also got the hot dogs, which I'm not making the hot dogs, but I'm making the hot dog rolls. We've got chicken. We've also got some white corn. And we've also got, I'm going to make some pickled cabbage. Also going to make a salad. And I think that's it. So this is more of, today's a little bit weird, guys. Today's going to be more of a prep day, more than anything, rather than me like putting the entire dish together or anything like that. It's more of a prep day because I need to take it and go barbecue it down at the family's. So that's why I started the bread dead early, because we're going to split it in half. I'm going to roll them into rolls, and then we're going to do rolls and baps. So one for the burger, one for the hot dogs. But I will be taking pictures of the bread, some of the prep and stuff. If I can stream, I don't feel like I can stream it down there because the phone won't manage. I'll tell you what, I'll try it. If it doesn't work, that's fine. But other than that, I'll take some pictures and whatnot. I'll do it. No, wait. I'm just VIP. I'm just supposed to sit here and drink my coffee while mods feed my grapes. It's Never a problem. Never a problem. I know Mr. Cheese is actually streaming for Memorial Day today, so he's usually the one that's here, or Mr. Warbot. Warbot's in UK, so but I can handle it. I can handle it. But hope things are well with you, Chris. I'm great. I came back from my horse jumping competition yesterday, and my horse and I came first place. I was very happy. Oh, congratulations, buddy! I didn't know you rode horses or took into competitions. That's fantastic. That's awesome. Congratulations on that, dude. And I bet you're very happy with that. Wow, that's a lot of work. Good luck. It's not too bad. I mean, the most hard part is the getting the bread and everything together. So, and here we go. What did I say to you guys about the burgers? Oh, that's fine. All I'll do, I'll just cook them down there, and I'll just take the sauce. So tell them not to worry. Tell them not to worry. Right. So let me wash my hands. We're going to pate these again. We're going to turn them into some really nice thick burgers, because I know you guys love thick burgers. Kappa. So we're going to get them onto I was thinking a tray, but I'm going to need the trays for the bread. What to put them on is another question. Maybe I can just stack them onto a plate with parchment in between. Sounds a little bit more sensible to me, I think. But yeah, lots to do today, guys. Lots to do. Definitely, for sure. But yeah, we're going to be kind of celebrating birthday week. If you can't join in on the game in a week this Saturday, on the 8th of June. Not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. Because next week I'm taking a week off. And if you guys want to stop by, brilliant. If you can't stop by, that's fine. It's not a problem. But that's why I'm kind of doing the birthday dishes this week rather than next week, because I'm off. You mix the hamburgers like you do the dough. Magic fingers. Yes, of course. You kind of give it almost like a knead, Cherise. So yeah, you pretty much kind of knead it together, and it just, look at it, bound together. It's solid. It's good to go. You don't need breadcrumbs. Right. Okay. So I'll tell you what. Yeah, let's use this. Let's use this. We'll get some parchment paper, which I think is in the car. But I can use cling film instead, so that's not really an issue. So we'll do that instead. So, kind of want to have a nice, good size, thick burger. I want about roughly 10 of them. So let's have a look. These aren't going to be little measly patties, guys. So not for the faint-hearted. Kappa. I believe it was like turned into your channel when you hosted Chris Blackwood. First time viewing. 40, it's good to have you here. Well, if it's in Chef John Reed himself in the flesh, it certainly is. How you doing, my friend? It's lovely to have you here. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you're having a fabulous, cheeky... I was going to say Friday. It's Monday today, Chef. I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. It's so wonderful to see you, and I hope you're having a lovely day, and I hope you're all having a lovely day. I feel like this is a good-sized burger. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go with that. So, I mean, if you want to get really, like, snippy with this, you can actually weigh them out, but I'm just going to do this off by heart, or by hand, sorry. Thanks for Memorial Day in today. Well, considering I'm living in America, I feel like if you move to a country, you're going to live in the country, you've got to embrace the traditions, and you've got to celebrate all the other things that they do, you know. Rather than pushing your own kind of traditions, I feel that's how I feel like that's the right way. And plus, as much as like the soldiers fought for the war, pretty much they fought for pretty much everyone. So, you know, for me, I feel like celebrating it is justifiable, definitely, for sure. But yeah, of course. Well, I don't know, you don't really celebrate it, do you? But you just remembering they fought for the country. Badass McGee, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing today? How is your cheeky day going? Thanks for the support. I always like to do things like this, and definitely, you know, if I was like back in the UK, I guess we don't really do much in the UK, I will say. Like, we do kind of like have a day for it, but we don't do things like you guys. Like, most of the time you guys have barbecues on Memorial Day, right? And you do something, you go out with the family, and you go, I don't know, some people go camping or something like that, right? Whereas, like, I think in the UK, I don't know. I've never hear of anyone do anything. I don't know. And I guess that's for, we have kind of like a Memorial Day, like kind of like D-Day and stuff, which people do go to church and I don't know. I don't think like anything food related we really do, but you know, I don't know. It's a bit weird. It's a bit weird for us Brits. Warbot is here. Oh, here he is. Hey, good chap. How are you doing, good sir? You guys do wear those cool flowers on your for the Remembrance Day. Yes, the poppies, definitely. We do that. But I meant like food-wise. I feel like there's nothing like specific we do on that day, if that makes sense. But yes, we do really appreciate, and we do have the Remembrance Day, and we have the poppies, and we, you know, we put the flowers on the graves and stuff. But like, I don't know, food-wise, I feel like we don't do anything food-wise, which is a bit weird. But yeah, I don't know, maybe they do, and I'm just so like living under a rock, and I don't know about this. But as far as I knew, they don't really anything specific like you guys do barbecues, you know. I also understand the tradition to eat dinner involving gravy at least 60 days a year. Yeah, we usually have like, say for example, on Sundays, we usually have a roast dinner once a week or on Sundays. That's kind of like a tradition. So if you went to like a pub and stuff, there's more than likely they're going to do like a roast dinner or, you know, a carvery or something like that in Britain. So Sundays is a good day to grab yourself a cheeky roast dinner, if that makes sense. What part of the UK are you from? I'm a Welsh boy at heart, so originally was born and bred from South Wales. Grew up in England though, Worcestershire, hence why we use Worcestershire sauce. But I've been all over the country really, but yeah, originally from Wales, even though I've lost my Welsh accent a long time ago. My brother made me like really good burgers and had cheese cubes mixed in the patty. It was delicious. That sounds really good. Sounds very nice. Was that like feta cheese, or what kind of cheese was mixed in the burgers? Do you ever cook for the troops? No. I don't think I've had the opportunity. That is odd. Thank you so much for the host. How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. The full English bot. Is that what you had this morning, good sir? Goodness me, he's getting all greased up already. Well, part of the, so yeah, I'm originally from South Wales, Stizzy. How do you know if there's enough seasoning on the meat, John? Do you taste it? Nope, I just know by touch. Because I guess I've been doing this such a long time, there's a damn. You kind of get a feel for how much you need to add and how much to do. If you don't know, or if you're not very familiar with adding things, what you can do, right, is take a little bit off, put a pan on, cook it, taste it, and you'll be right with it. I can guarantee you that's fine. The amount of times I've made burgers, the amount of times I've added things, I've got a rough estimate of how much to add. But if you want to, do a little bit, cook a little bit off. If it needs more, you can adjust it, right? So if you're not very familiar with how much salt to add and how much stuff to add, try adding a little bit. Then mixing it, take a little bit off, cook it off, try it, let it cool down, taste it, then adjust it again, and then so on and so forth. Rather than adding loads, you can't take it out. So yeah, always want to make sure you want to add little by little. But because I've been doing this for such a long time, I have pretty much a good idea of how much to add. Just comes down to experience at the end of the day, like anything. Like anything you do. Mine's always too salty, then just try adding little by little. Love burgers. Burgers are great, definitely for sure. We've got some good sized burgers here. Wi-Fi's terrible? How come the Wi-Fi is terrible? Is that at your girlfriend's, or... I hope it's all going good, though. Cheddar cheese. I'm from Wisconsin, so cheese is a must on most things. Cheeky cheddar cheese. I like cheddar cheese. I will say, I do quite like the British cheddar cheeses. There are some nice American cheeses out there, though. I do quite like, but I will say our British cheddar cheese is pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Especially the extra strong or mature, but I know not everyone likes that kind of like salty or those kind of layers of flavors. Those kind of things for sure. Wolfie, thank you so much for the tier 2. How you doing today, my friend? It's always a pleasure.
26 months.
Is it 26 months?
I want a burger, please, and thank you.
Burger, please, and thank you. How you doing today, Wolfie? It's always a pleasure. I hope you're having a lovely, cheeky Monday. What are you doing for Memorial Day? Are you celebrating it, or I feel like word celebrating is the wrong word to use, but what are you doing if you're doing anything today, or are you just chilling out? You hungry? You cheekily hungry? Goodness me. It's lovely to see you, Wolfie. Thank you so much for the 26 months. Can we get some love and hype in chat, guys? I would appreciate it. And thank you for the tier 2 as well. I mean, not just a sub for 26 months. That's a long time, but the fact it's tier 2 as well. Goodness me, Wolfie. It's a lot of dedication and support right there. Right, so that is our thank you so much for the 13 biddies. How are you doing today, my friend? You love the burgers. Delicious burgers. How you doing, my friend? Thank you for the biddies. I'm not doing anything. Just chilling at home, playing out. Sounds like a nice day. Sounds like a nice day, my friend. I hope you enjoy having fun playing that cheeky arc. Definitely, for sure. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get 11 out of this. If I can get 10, that's great. But if I can get 11, that'd be great. Right. So these are bound together very nicely now. I'll probably have like 10 and almost like a little one, but that'll be fine. You're being lewd as always, Mr. Warbot. How am I not surprised? How am I not surprised, good sir? Burger biddies, I like it. Kitchen Basher, thank you for the host. How are you doing today, my friend? So much dedication and support. Send me a burger. I'd love to. I'd love to, guys. But these are for the family. So I would like to try and stream down there, but I don't think the connection's going to be great. So I'm not going to worry if it doesn't. It's not going to be the end of the world. But if I can, that'd be great. But if I can't, not the end of the world. Hey, Phantom, welcome back, buddy. How you doing? Lovely to see you. What's in your burger mix, chef? Very straightforward. Eggs, Worcestershire sauce, mustard, salt, and pepper. That is it. I'm keeping these burgers very simple, very straightforward flavors. No onions, but you can always add onions if you want to. I guess that's an option, but I'm keeping these very plain and simple. Not too much flavor, not too much complication going on. Falcon, how you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for the host. Welcome back. Is this thing going in the oven? Nope. Number one, you would not want to put cling film in the oven, and second of all, the burgers are going to do on the grill at the family's, so on the barbecue. So, but no, I'm just getting them prepped. They're getting them ready. Barbecue. Good afternoon, Chef Stream. Hey, how's it going, Falcon? How you doing, buddy? John Dog, what's up? Those burgers must have like half-pounders. What time shall I arrive, Chef? Whenever, if you can find me. If you can't, good luck. Or GG. How you doing, John? What's up? Just finished prepping some stuffed burgers. Ooh, roasted garlic and smoked Gouda. That sounds amazing. That sounds hella good kind of burgers. Kappa. No, they sound really good, buddy. And I hope you enjoy them. Right, so I'll just make one little patty. If somebody doesn't want a really super big burger, can have a little cheeky patty instead, or I can remold them later if I need to, but it's not really a problem. I thought, you know, if you're gonna have a burger, let's do it right. Let's have a good old thick patty. I put cling wrap in the oven. Really? Do not put cling wrap in the oven. It's not recommended because it melt. Chef, tasting burger. Not tasting the burgers. I'll be cooking the burgers, though, later. I'll be tasting them later on. Definitely, for sure. How is everyone? I think everyone's doing good, to be honest with you. What are tartar burgers. So it's more of like a beef tartare. It's not really a, well, it's kind of shaped like a burger, but basically raw beef diced up. I wouldn't use minced beef because, number one, unless you're going to mince it yourself, you can't guarantee it's going to be safe to eat. Usually used with like fillet of beef, usually mixed in with onions, gherkins or pickles, and then just usually served with like a raw egg yolk or raw egg on top, traditionally. And it's not cooked. You eat it like that. But it's safe to eat because you're actually using the safe meats that you can use for it. Right. Okay, burgers are ready. The buns are looking very... They're proven to looking very good right now. They're looking awesome. So let's pop these down here. If they'll fit. Oh, they will. Goodness me. Right. I need to clean down before I bring that bread down, but that bread is looking fabulous. It's had 2 proofs this morning, which is perfect. What I wanted. So, let's put this stuff away. Get a little spray down. A little bit of a wash and wipe. And let's put this mustard away if we can fit it in there. If it will go. If not, let me move a few things around. Put that in there. The imperins away. How do you cut the saran wrap so perfectly when you're using your finger? I don't use my finger, my friend. There's actually a little cutter on here. Can you see it? A little cutter on there. It actually makes my life a lot more easier. Rather than using those metal spikes, which you kind of catch on your hand and you end up cutting yourself on them. It's actually pretty decent. And it's called Reynolds Kitchen Wrap. So if you can find that, make your life a lot more easier.